So I need to do something in this video that isn't probably going to make a lot of sense to a lot of you, but I have to kind of get cryptic in my messaging, and I'll explain shortly. So for those of you that were on the live stream last week, you probably know where I'm going with this. Last week on the live stream, we kind of laid out a little challenge to, whoa, a bunch of snow just fell off the roof over there. So I laid out a challenge last week on the live stream to get Tim and Old Saws, Mr. Van Dusen Axes. His channel was nearing the 1,000 subscriber mark. And the night before on Brad's Firewood at the Furnace live stream, he kind of he got the ball rolling. And Tim's channel picked up a lot of subscribers that night. And then on Friday night, I continued and I was like, all right, if we can get Tim and Old Saw's channel over the 1,000 subscriber mark by the next live stream, which is tomorrow night, if we can do that, then I said I was going to do something. That's something I don't want to say because it contains a word that gets picked up, and then all of the comments on this video will turn into a bunch of spam, and if you leave a comment, you'll get a reply that may or may not be from me, and it gets messy. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. But if you were not on last week's live stream and you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about, tune in tomorrow night to the live stream because we are going to do what I said I was going to do last week. And it involves something pretty cool. It involves someone getting something that they don't currently have, and randomly. Like I mentioned, there's a word I just don't want to use. It starts with a G and it ends with a Y. And there's no F in between the G and the Y. But I wanted to just remind everyone that was on the live stream last week that tomorrow night it will be happening. We did, I think Tim, I can't remember, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I'm not even sure. But regardless, we laid out the challenge, we all helped, we achieved the goal that was set, and so now we're going to follow through with what's left, and that's going to happen tomorrow night on the live stream. So tune in early because I will have what you need to do in order to have a chance. And if you weren't on last week's live stream, tune in early tomorrow night because then you will find out just what the heck it is I'm talking about. I wanted to get out here in the woodyard today, get the Easton-made 37D uncovered, run a couple rounds through her, and just, I don't know, I needed to get out here and kind of clear my mind. So far, 2024 has been strange. There's been a lot of, I don't know, circulating, swirling undercurrents of things happening with just stuff that I don't always, how should I say this? I don't always like talking about, and yet at some point I feel like I need to get comfortable with the being uncomfortable talking about stuff like that. It's my background where I've learned a lot in life. Actually, was from being involved with pro wrestling, the sports entertainment world. It's interesting that a lot of the things that used to happen, I now see happening with social media and content creators, and so in that world, the world of pro wrestling that I was involved with at that time, there wasn't all of the secrets being exposed and all that stuff. Like people, like part of your job, part of your role was to keep people from knowing what was going on, and you shouldn't expose, certain things, and what happened in the locker room was different than what happened in the arena. And the people in the arena, they didn't know about what happened in the locker room. So I received an email, and in the email, the person kind of was reading me the riot act up and down, telling me that I no longer am who I used to be. I don't engage with the audience anymore. I don't reply to every comment, and just telling me that I guess the basic message was something along the lines of, I have gotten too big for my own good, or something like that. And part of it is true. I don't have time always to reply to every comment on my videos. I create content for 3 different platforms, and so I have comments and engagement from an audience coming in from 3 different areas. So I have 3 different audiences that I am interacting with and engaging with, and yeah, I don't always have time. I have a set number of hours in my day, and when I have to prioritize other things that I need to get done, sometimes the comments fall to the bottom of the list. Part of my whole original, strategy with the channel and with the weekly live streams, part of that was the fact that once a week, I'm going to set aside time to sit down and interact and engage with you on the live stream. And that's what I try to do each and every week. Every Friday night, I devote the live stream to you, the audience, and I try to make that live stream about what you want to hear, what you want to ask, if you want to interact, engage with each other, with me, whatever. The live stream is where I have my attention focused on you, the audience. That is where I am engaged the most. So if you have a question, if you want to interact, if you want to engage, come to the live stream. Like I mentioned earlier, the live stream tomorrow night is going to be a little special. So that was on my mind, and it was good to just get out here, kind of clear my mind. But I did want to address it, because I think at some point when there are certain things swirling around amongst, audiences, amongst followers, amongst creators even, if not everything needs a reaction, but I think at some point if you don't react, you're not doing yourself any favors either. So at some point, you do have to stand up for, the way you do things, what you do. So again, this is a space where I haven't always been comfortable being uncomfortable like this. Like I don't always get into what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know if that's even the right word or not. But at some point, things do need to be addressed, and I felt like today this is one of those things. I'll admit, some days I don't have time to reply to a lot of the comments. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap this up, because I don't want to get too comfortable being uncomfortable, because then I don't know what you might end up seeing or hearing.